Welcome to my review of the psr-S950 Yamaha keyboard. I just purchased it yesterday. My old keyboard was a psr-S900 and this has some significant changes, especially to the sounds, the guitar sounds, the organ sounds, new piano sounds. You can find them all on the internet, the demos. But I want to light out some of my favorite voices that I want to use while I'm performing. So I made a quick registration with some demo songs I'm going to play for you. And I especially love the guitar sounds. They're more crisp, the single coil. It's a more open sound, way better than the 900. I loved those guitars already, and I played that keyboard many years with lots of pleasure. But I had a little unfortunate accident with this New Year's Eve. Just 3 minutes before the clock hit 12 o'clock. There was a full tray of champagne thrown over my keyboard. So 3 minutes before 12 o'clock, my keyboard said, I'm not gonna work anymore. So I had a little problem at that moment, but we solved it. And the result is now a new keyboard, the psr-S950. And as I said, I want to show you some of the sounds I'm going to use in the future and what I found out already in one day. Like I said, I purchased it yesterday. So I'm going to play some different styles. This is a little Caribbean. I am using the rhythm in the Latin section. It's called X, A-X-E. And it has some Paul Simon sauce over it. So I'm going to play a little improv with the sounds and the rhythm that I think are pretty neat. So here goes nothing. So that's the guitar I used. It's light chorus. It's very open. I love it. What I also love is the new accordion, the French musette. I always had to combine on the 900 two sounds, the styrish and the musette, to get a little fatter sound than the individual sounds give. But now they have solved it with the French musette. It sounds absolutely fabulous. It sounds real. So what I'm gonna do is a little fast song, and after that I'm gonna play a nice accordion waltz. And this is, I have to be played warm, and I did today. Here goes Circus Renz. So that's a little fast. Now a nice French waltz, also with the French musette. It's way better than the 900. Yes. Okay, that's the waltz. Very nice accordion. The next one I want you to listen to is also guitar. And a rhythm that I found new on this keyboard. It's in the pop rock style section. It's the 6/8 rock. I think it's the version of Black Velvet from Alana Miles. So here a little improv. Well, yeah, a little improv on that song. So that was a little Elena Miles improv, especially the guitar. That sounds very nice. I'm using the Pure Vintage and the Bluesy Night. The Bluesy Night is with a little distortion. And the distortion is best heard when played 2 notes together, or minimal 2 notes. If you play one, it's not very good hearable. Hearable, is that a word? I think so. And the Pure Vintage, the Bluesy, the Pure Vintage is more clean, so that's usable in solos. And the other guitar that I used was the Overdrive Wah. So that's the guitars that I used, and the white bar, the Wither Bar Fast was the organ that I used. And no, that's not the one that I used. The Brock rock organ on the one touch setting number 3. And what I also like about the 950 is that you can control the Leslie with the modulation wheel, not with all the organs. It's a select type of organ sounds where you can use the modulation wheel for the Leslie, and I think it's very useful. What I also like about the 950 is, well, it's newer, so you can expect newer sounds that you can use to perform on stage doing pop songs, disco songs, house. And I downloaded the free expansion pack that Yamaha offered on the box. You have to fill in a code. I did, so I downloaded the dance expansion pack. It was the only one usable for me. And I'm gonna play a song from that expansion pack right here. That was Why Not House from the expansion pack. I think it was a very nice rhythm. What I also like about the 950 are the new organ sounds, and as I told earlier, the possibility to use the modulation wheel for your Leslie. It's very usable. It's much more easier than to switch the variation of the DSP on and off. It's very difficult to do. You get used to it, I must say that, but this is much more comfortable. So I'm gonna play a nice organ cha-cha for you, using some organ sounds that came with this style. That's the organ cha-cha. And the last song I have ready for you in the registration banks is the modern shuffle. It's, I don't know, it's a neat shuffle, and I'm gonna improv something on it, starting with the organ, I guess. Yes, it is.